Take two. Blooper reel will be out soon. You'll be able to buy it on QVC. It'll be under bloopers. Even though you're sober, you still have bloopers. So this is day 22 of my first 28 days out of a 28-day inpatient rehab. I only restate this over and over again because hopefully there's some people seeing this for the first time and they don't know what I'm doing. So day 29 is the name of this effort, this platform, and this journey I'm on. And why day 29? Because day 29 is day one out of inpatient rehab. Most of inpatient rehabs are 28 days. So day one is a really scary day. It's as scary as day one going in. So just to kind of keep some uniformity, I wanted to journal the first 28 days out of inpatient rehab. So this is a 28-day journal of me navigating this sobriety period, just coming out of inpatient rehab and working to not say and diligently to stay sober. If you haven't watched this, I moved into a sober living home. It's a really good thing. I should have done that first go around, actually. And when I found myself in a bad situation before my relapse, had I been talking to my sponsor, which I wasn't, I would have probably went to a sober living situation and avoided a really messy period. Look, when you first stay in detox rehab, it's not your finest day, which everyone hears that over and over and over again, but I can tell you it's not. So let's forget all that. Let's get to Mardi Gras. I call it Sober Gras. And I stole that from Avenues Treatment Center. They got a Sober Gras. Somebody invented Sober Gras. So I'm going to use Sober Gras. Sober Gras 2025. This is my fourth sober Mardi Gras, which most people would never believe I could say that, but it's true. It's my fourth sober Mardi Gras. And I had every intention of going out and hang with my buddies that I do pretty solid for a long time now on Mardi Gras Day. If you're familiar with New Orleans, Charters is a street that runs along the river basically, but has parts of it that go right through the French Quarter, right off of Bourbon Street. So we dress up in costumes and we have a lot of drums and cowbells, and we're pretty good. And we go up and down Charters, and over the years we actually have folks that follow us when we're marching and walk along with us. So we kind of have groupies, which is, kind of cool, right? This year, I'm only 22 days out of sobriety, of inpatient rehab, and, I could have probably pulled it off. But who's taking that chance? And I had every intention of going. And my buddies are so supportive of my effort for sobriety. They don't think about it in any way, shape, or form as, they got to treat Manny special. And I never want anybody to feel that way around me regarding my decision to live a sober life, or try anyway. So the first thing I get is, we're on a group thread, bing, text comes around, and it's a bottle of vodka, a king cake, and Bloody Mary mix in a picture. 9 a.m., serving at 9 a.m. I just stopped for a minute and thought, I don't know if this is a good place for me to go this year. I really wanted to go because I really wanted to go last year, and I didn't go. I met with him in the morning at the gathering spot, which is my friend Gurn's house. But I chose not to go March in a quarter. I didn't think I was strong enough, and I can guarantee you, I would have white knuckled it through this year. But man, who needs to take that chance? I can't afford to take that chance. In every way, I can't afford to take that chance. So knowing that it was a good chance I wasn't going to go with or without seeing the picture of a king cake, a bottle of vodka, and Bloody Mary mix on a table that I go to and sit at all the time. I've made some appointments to fill my day, and I made some goals that I wanted to get accomplished on that day as well. So I had a sober backup plan, right? And so a backup plan was pretty good and worked out pretty well. I had a conference call in the morning, further discussion about our REBOOT Media Productions website. It was a really interesting call. We discussed content and just kind of what the vision is going to be for this page. And the good news is that the guy that I'm chatting with, he's in recovery. And he's been sober for a while, and he goes to a 12-step program. I had no clue, but we talked about that, and it was just he and I on the phone. So, we had some really honest conversations about our sobriety. And, it's kind of like Christians wanting to do business with Christians, or atheists wanting to do business with atheists. I feel very comfortable talking to this guy, and he understands my passion for this effort. So I think it's the direction we're going to go. And he's just tremendously talented guy, and they are reasonably priced. And my partner in this effort has used them on multiple websites, and they do a really good job. His stuff looks good, and for the price you're paying, his stuff looks really good. So I think that's the direction we're going to go. When we get it done, we're going to give him a shout out and as a referral, and hopefully somebody else can use them, and they're satisfied as I hope to be, and I know Renee is. So I took up the morning. I took it easy and was just doing some busy work, filling some space. And the pictures from Mardi Gras keeps coming in on the thread. And I was sort of like, man, I could just go catch up with them en route and just kind of sneak in. It would be a cool entrance. I could come in playing a cowbell. That's my primary instrument on Mardi Gras. And I was really thinking about it. And then I keep seeing the pictures coming in, and my friends are looking a little drunk. It wasn't a good place for me to go. I was like, all right, well, we're not going to do that. So I decided to go walk and jog, get that out the way. I've been putting that off, getting started in my exercise program again. So I put about 3 miles in, came back and did about 100 mountain climbs and about 15 minutes of leg and crunch work. So much better move than getting involved in the craziness down in the French Quarter on Mardi Gras Day or Sober Gras, because I might be a Sober Gras participant, but a majority of the city of New Orleans is not a Sober Gras participant. So I kept my sober ass in a safe spot, which was right around my sober house with sober guys. That worked out well. And I was prepping for something big for that afternoon, and I didn't want to put it off. So I knew I had a bookend at 4 o'clock that I did not want to put off. So, man, we filmed our first goodbye letter. A guy that I was impatient with, a young guy. It took two attempts to get it right. Technology failed us. He failed. He got stuck in the first one. He was rolling and then just got lost, like I tend to do a lot. He got lost, but he was just throwing it down. Like I was just sitting there, really just smiling, man, and watching him through this little studio we use called StreamYard, and just totally impressed. But I knew he would do a good job. But he got lost in his words, and he wanted to stop and start over again. So we did. He came back, we shot it again. He brought the same game to the second one, the same intensity, the same passion. It's actually on our YouTube site. And he laid it down. But we had some technology issues after, because the computer was having some problems keeping up, and the video looks a little wonky and the audio's off. So what I did was I didn't, it was really about him, not me. And I wanted the goodbye letter up today, being Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. So this morning, I mean, I did some really rough editing on basic tools that you can find on any laptop, edited the clumsiness out of it, and was as best as possible, caught the entirety of Sober Yella, as he calls himself, of his goodbye letter. I was a really proud moment. I'm so glad we got one done, other than mine, of course. And I could tell you from talking to him after he filmed it, man, he was happy, right? He really was a happy guy that he did that. He was waiting to do it because I discussed it with him and impatient. But, you know, I mean, he could have changed his mind, but he was prepped. He was ready. And he felt good about putting it out there because he wants to help people just like I do. And he understands the power of that goodbye letter, that video, and what it's going to do for other folks that can relate to my man. So, you know, please go check it out. It's on our YouTube page. And I think if you're comfortable watching that and want to be helpful in another way other than, you know, sponsorship and going to meetings and, you know, just being a sober human being and, you know, back with your family and all the things that sobriety brings, it would be great if you would consider laying down a goodbye letter for us and help us to continue to move this effort forward. So, you know, it's day 22. I'm doing 28 days, so I got 6 days left. And I'm thinking about what we're going to do next after we finish this 28 day. We're going to focus a lot on the goodbye letters, but we have some things in mind that we're going to continue to build from a media perspective for the sober community. Only things that are authentic and, as I like to say, organic. Because the purpose of this is not for me to look good on the air, because I have no ability to look good. But the purpose is to bring other people in and just touch one life or 2 lives or 10 lives, or hopefully at some point 1,000 lives. So if you want to help us, you can text me at 504-339-3102, 504-339-3102. Send me a text and we can talk. And if you're interested, we can do an audio recording of your goodbye letter, or we can do a video recording. Doesn't matter. Either way, if you're uncomfortable with video and you don't want your face out there, which is very understandable, then we can put it on audio and share it on our same platform. It would be extremely effective on audio as well as video. So tomorrow is another day to report in on my activities of Wednesday, and they're not done yet. So I'll look forward to further update, because it was an exciting day in the field for my new career, my new job that I'm doing within my career change. And I did hear from somebody special today that I was hoping to hear from. So we'll cover those things tomorrow, plus whatever else happens before the end of the night. So thanks a lot. And so this is day 22, 21, 22, day 22. Day 22, Sober Gras in New Orleans. Thank you.